Breaking news: Lukashenko's bodyguard died after being poisoned, and mystery surrounds Vladimir Putin. A security officer for Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko has died below suspicious situations. A protection officer for Alexander Lukashenko, Belarus's chief, has died below suspicious instances. The incident, believed to be linked to poisoning, has raised worries approximately safety and capability foul play. Telegram channel Kremlin Snuff Box discovered the information in an ominous message mentioning Lukashenko's defend died. He became probable poisoned all through a January go to St. Petersburg. The post continued, losing mild at the grim information, a security officer for Alexander Lukashenko, in whose frame heavy metals were found in the course of the Belarusian leaders' go to St. Petersburg at the beginning of the 12 months, has died. This statistics become showed to us via two assets close to Lukashenko. The incident happened for the duration of Lukashenko's go to St. Petersburg earlier this year, while considered one of his guards fell ill. Following his go back to Minsk, he became diagnosed with thallium poisoning. Despite the severity of the scenario, Belarusian government have remained silent, refraining from making legitimate statements. Lukashenko's reaction to the tragedy is yet to be disclosed, adding to the mystery surrounding the incident. This improvement provides to a string of incidents targeting critics and adversaries of Russian President Vladimir Putin. From the poisoning of former KGB agent Alexander Litvinenko to the current loss of life of opposition leader Alexei Navalny in prison, suspicions of Kremlin involvement have persisted in spite of authentic denials. Navalny's case, mainly, drew worldwide attention whilst he fell critically sick on a flight in August 2020, with subsequent investigations confirming poisoning by means of a Soviet-generation nerve agent, Novichok. His subsequent arrest, conviction on disputed costs, and subsequent loss of life in jail have raised severe questions about human rights and political dissent in Russia. Similarly, other figures such as Boris Nadezhdin, an opposition flesh presser who declared his goal to undertaking Putin in the 2024 presidential election, confronted barriers and intimidation. Despite his efforts to accumulate help and criticize Kremlin regulations, Nadezhdin changed into barred from strolling, underscoring the challenges faced by using political dissenters in Russia. The mysterious dying of Yevgeny Prigozhin, a businessman recognized for his ties to the private navy organization Wagner and his defiance of Kremlin government, in addition deepens suspicions surrounding the quantity of nation involvement in such incidents. Regardless of claims of unintended loss of life, questions linger over the circumstances of Prigozhin's dying, with some alleging Kremlin complicity. Russia-Ukraine battle, stay, Kyiv fights off 36 tanks in one among Moscow's largest armored car assaults. Ukraine has fought off 36 Russian tanks in the western Donetsk region, in step with a assumed tank, in what is assumed to have been won in every of Moscow's largest armored car attacks of the battle. Citing a Ukrainian serviceman, the Institute for the Have a Look at of Struggle, ISW, stated Kyiv's forces repelled 36 tanks and 12 BMP infantry combating automobiles, as a part of a Russian battalion-sized mechanized assault near the important city of Avdiivka in Donetsk Oblast on Saturday. The ISW brought that geolocated imagery indicates a big quantity of destroyed and damaged Russian armored motors and tanks, with the Ukrainian serviceman reporting that Moscow misplaced at least 20 in the failed attack. It comes as Kyiv's army management reported 5 hypersonic Zircon missiles are many of the 180 guns Russia has fired on the Ukrainian capital metropolis for the reason that begin of this 12 months. In the meantime, Russian shelling from Kharkiv to Lviv killed 5 human beings throughout Ukraine on Sunday. Vladimir Putin's forces released 23 missile assaults and 61 airstrikes, in addition to 41 assaults from a couple of launch rocket systems, Ukraine's fashionable personnel of the militia said. It said a complete of 49 fight encounters took place alongside the front line.